all right? I noticed you had an operative that's been in hospital for some time. I looked into it, had a chat with the doctor in charge. Our kid's been put in a coma, mate. I don't know why.
And?
Doctor wouldn't say any more. She does know our kids were dead sick, though. She wants to talk with you lot directly. I'll send you her info. Time to save one of your own.
Yes, mate. Did you get that link I sent you? Yeah, there was a Tuesday last night. It was fucking freak. I was like, why is it?
You're listening.
Everything is cool.
Hey, didn't see you there.
You're in the barn. Let's find the cop you're looking for.
We need work.
Found her.
Doctor, you wanted to talk to DedSec?
Right, here's the situation. Our hospital is run by AI from Kirkani Medical. Triage, treatment, all of it. It's done wonders for our bottom line, but I don't trust how it thinks.
What do you mean?
Your friend is not the first one to be put in a coma. I've seen it happen before, and it doesn't end well.
Go on then.
Every time the AI puts a patient in a coma, they die. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes a month, but they never wake up.
What are you saying? This AI is just gonna kill my mate?
I'm sorry. I want this AI out of my hospital, but Kirkani keeps its software under lock and key, and I can't risk losing my job. But maybe there's something you can do. Good luck.
Let's hope their information's good.
DedSec. Bagley told me you might need my help.
Listen, I think we're dealing with one of Sky Larson's neural mapped AIs. Is Brocatech connected to Kirkani Medical?
If by connected you mean Broker owns Kirkani, then yeah, they're connected. The two of them have been putting diagnostic AI in every hospital in the Commonwealth. Guess Sky Larson never told Kirkani that their AIs are docked with most of their mind cut out. No room for human error.
I think we could use a little human error right about now. If we can hack this hospital AI, we can change its directives and wake up our mate.
Records show Albion have requisitioned most of the hospital to treat their officers, and security has risen accordingly.
What was that? Oh God.
You're about to get blown away! Suspect level bathroom.
Throwing grenade!
out of mind.
This is the coma ward. Seems the AI has been stocking this place up. That's not your operative. Keep looking. Wrong patient. Where's your operative? Not anyone we know. This is our man. Only a hardened resistance fighter could fart with such defiance. Looks like their medical equipment is still hooked up to the AI.
Just a simple click, 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 and we get our mate back.
Backdoor detected. I cannot be stopped. I am life. I am death. All are expendable.
What the hell?
I barely had time at all to analyse the AI. It really doesn't want us interfering. Now the AI is contacting security. Your choice, but I think it's time to go.
Holy shit! This thing's gone mental. It'll just keep killing healthy people and no one will stop it.
So what now?
The medical equipment is being controlled from another location. That must be where that quack AI is.
There's only one way to go from here, mate. I've had enough of these needless deaths. That AI has to be taken offline.
Send me those location deets.
Possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised, but we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world. You know, every kind of great dictator in history has had basically their own jackbooted set of guys that they can send in to rough up people who annoy them. And that's the danger of a force like Albion. You know, you start taking powers to yourself, and actually who is in charge of telling you no? It's always a worrying sign when you see, say, a president surrounding themselves with ex-military guys, with, you know, 5-star generals or whatever it might be, because that sort of suggests that they want to run the country like you run a war. And in a war, you have to be incredibly hierarchical. You know, you have to be top down. People essentially have to obey orders because that's the only way that you can make that work. That's not how it works normally in a democracy. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where normal peacetime checks and balances are suspended, and that's really scary.
Is policing ever politically neutral? We spoke to academic Alfie, all names on the down low, of course, about the politics of law and order.
I
think it's very important to consider the changes that have happened in public space in London. I mean, the honest answer is there hardly is any shared public communal space anymore. Everything is privatised, owned by corporations and companies, and it's very difficult to feel that the space is our own to use. And essentially, you can be moved on from any area by forces which are employed to police the private area for corporate profit rather than for a community's overall well-being and shared livelihood. So I think what you're looking at overall is a situation where it's now completely impossible to distinguish between a kind of state police or a police which operates in the service of the community and one which operates to protect private interests, which leads us to the situation we've got with something like Albion today. A private police force gives you a very different kind of justice to what you might have in a form of society such as one with a state or government-run police force. And it makes you wonder if, you know, of course it's obvious when it comes to an active police force, if it's enforcing the rules of the privatised state, then it's more likely to act in their interests rather than those of kind of ethics and morality for the greater good. But it also makes you wonder about the entire justice and legal system underpinning such a police force. You know, do the courts and justice systems also share the ethics and morals of the privatised companies who employ them, and therefore,
You have arrived at your destination, Karkani Medical's warehouse, home of that malpracticing hospital AI.
You do realise this is about more than just saving your friend, right? This thing's been killing healthy patients the world over. This AI is a rabid dog, and it needs to be put down.
I'm putting it! Grenade! I'm taking fire! My boy, don't do it!
Stay in contact. Someone shoot enough. I'm ready to fire.
This is pointless. Yeah, still looking.
Drone, begin search of the area.
No sign yet.
search.
Nice. Always look forward to payday.
Core module unlock in progress. Awaiting further instruction. Please, I don't want to kill anymore. I am life. I am death. I cannot be stopped. Stop me. Alert. Core temperature rising. I remember. Administer cc's of sodium thiopental. Yes, ma'am, I did as instructed. Patient is asleep. Begin operation. Call time of death. Do it. Another dose of sodium thiopental.
You're already dead.
What an honor. Thank you. I can't see. What happened? No. This isn't what we agreed to. No. I am life. I am death. No.
You're not getting out of this.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is a nightmare.
Well, that AI isn't coming back. Shouldn't be long before the hospital defaults to standard protocols and our operative is brought out of his coma.
That's another one of Sky Larson's AI taken care of? It still boggles the mind. Sky Larson left these AI with some humanity. Just enough to know they want to die. Why would she do that?
Acute sociopathic personality disorder? Just a guess. Anyhow, I'll get to work resuscitating your operative. They should be back in the safe house soon. Good news, everyone. Our formerly comatose operative is back at the safe house. He seemed a little shaken. The 3,046 books on psychology I just read all say you should talk to him. That, or help him murder his father. But I'll leave that up to you.
Doing a sweep of the premises. I want to know who's tampered with this vehicle.
No, this isn't right.
Doctor, downstairs. Hey, bud. All right, take it easy. Unbelievable. There's no need to get so angry.
It's a mad thing. I don't know who they're coming for next, but people's gonna have to watch out. Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's fuckery. Help me out.
Are you okay?
Hey, I'm in one piece, right? What more can I ask for? Cuz, for real, big up on all of yous for saving my neck. DedSec was there for me, so I'm gonna be there for DedSec.
Glad to hear it.
Sorted. You were very charming.